Office from your phone. And then, of course, settings. Settings will allow you to specify some general settings. You can choose your default font size. You can also choose your signature. Send and receive settings, same thing. You can choose your format and frequency and whatnot. Let's check out account settings really quick. Account settings is really handy. As you can see, it took us right to password. Every 6 months, everybody's required to change their password. If you were to change your password on the phone, it'll come up with an authentication error and it won't sync your email. What you can do to get back to this is you can just go, let's go ahead and hit the return key and hit discard here, and then go back to our inbox. So if you go to your inbox and you press menu, go more, go to settings, then go to account settings, that'll take you directly to the place where you just tap in here, clear it all out, type in the correct password, and then hit save. That'll take you, or that'll resync your phone with the server once you've changed your password. So I'm going to hit discard here. Also, too important, if you don't see your email right away after you've changed your password, you can go back into your inbox, go menu, and then hit refresh. That's a good surefire way to resync your email once you've changed your password. So let's go ahead and go back into more and settings. If we go into general settings, these are some of the font sizes we can choose. Use signature. If you want to use a signature, it shows you a preview of what your signature is. If you tap on it, you can actually type in a whole nother signature. We'll discard that. Attachment cache, I'd leave that set to your SD card. Ask before deleting is pretty good if you want it to confirm when you delete an email. Refresh on open just means that every time you go into your mail, it'll refresh. And then if we hit the return key, it'll go back here. Go into send receive settings. The mail size limit will specify the amount of memory each email is allowed to take up. The options are 10, 2, and then or the header only. If you get an attachment in an email, it'll give you the option to download the attachment when you actually open the email and look at it. Schedule is basically your push settings, so you can choose how often you want to receive your email. Peak time, start and end time will be the time window at which email will come through, and it'll check it every so often. The return key. Download past mail. This specifies the amount of mail you want to actually be able to see from your phone. The default setting is 3 days on most smartphones. If you tap this, you can change it to 7 days or up to 14 days. Include file attachment. Again, if you have it set to never, you can always have the option when you look in the email to download it. But you can also click here and choose how big of a file you do want to get by default. And then always BCC me. Basically means it's the same as Outlook, so any emails you send out, it'll BCC yourself, so they won't see that you're sending it to yourself, but it will. So, and then there's notifications. There are notification settings which will allow you to change the sounds, whether or not you want email notifications, the sound, and if you want it to vibrate when you receive a new email. We hit return twice to go back to the inbox. Those are the basics of the email application on the phone. A couple of additional features that this offers. There are a lot of different features on this, but a couple others that have been requested. One is that you can copy and paste between emails. It's not very straightforward, but or you can copy and paste from, say, a web page or something like that. Like Windows, the Android operating system does have what's called a clipboard, so it allows you to copy and paste. So let's just, as an example, do that. So if we go in here and we choose to reply to this, We type in test. You press and hold on what you want to copy, and then you can choose copy all. Then you press the return key. It'll save that. Then you can go into another email, choose to reply, or you could compose a new email. Press and hold on the message body and hit paste. And as you can see, it pasted the text that I copied before my signature. So that's a quick way that you can copy and paste. It's a little, it takes a little getting used to, but it is a pretty powerful tool if you need to copy and paste something quickly without having to type it all in. You can do that on most pages. You can select something and then press and hold, and it usually gives you the option to copy all or copy text. Another nice feature of email, the email program on this phone. Let's go ahead and hit the return key to get out of this and go back to the inbox. Another nice feature, you can actually specify conversations. This shows all your emails in conversation format. So if you have ongoing correspondence with somebody, you can just hit the down arrow key here, and it'll show you all the current conversation you're having with that individual. So for example, if you're sending and receiving emails to a specific email address, the phone is able to categorize that, kind of like text messages. And that's a nice way to be able to just jump to somebody and then see what current conversations are taking place. Obviously, it's more effective if you're browsing more than three days worth of email on your phone, but it's just a nice feature. If you need to get back to your inbox and get out of this mode, you can always just scroll over. Oop, not that far over. Back to your inbox here on the bottom bar here. Some other viewing features available. These are your conversations. If you go back over here, this shows all your unread items from your inbox. This shows all your flagged items. I don't have any marked email right now. And then this shows any current invitations. So if somebody sends you a calendar invitation, if you go over here and tap the calendar, that'll show all the meeting requests that appear if you're using that. And this last one will show all any emails with an attachment. So those are just some of the basics of the email application with the HTC Incredible. I hope you found this informative, and I'd like to thank you for watching.